Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience going on NoFap for 30 days, and specifically 3 benefits that I experienced. So the first benefit is genuine interest in people, both talking to them and listening to them. So about 3 or 4 years ago, I read this book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And if you haven't read that book, highly recommend it. A really good book. In that book, it lays out ways, how can you get someone to enjoy talking to you? How can you get someone to feel that, oh, after having this conversation, they think, wow, I really enjoyed talking to BJ. Like, this was a pleasant experience. And in the book, it lays out a couple points. So the first point is that in general, people mostly like talking about themselves, whether it be their own problems, their own issues, their own feelings, things that are going on in their own life. The second point is that people also generally like talking about their own interests. So if someone's really interested in basketball, they'll like talking about basketball. So it's one thing to know all this information, and it's another thing to implement this into conversations. So before NoFap, and after I had read this book, I would be aware of these principles, but it would take me a lot of energy and a lot of willpower to actually engage in it. So to listen to people talk about themselves, to listen to people, for example, talk about painting. I like painting, but I'm not super interested in painting. But say if someone was really interested in painting, I would be able to sort of force myself or deliberately try to engage in them and talk about painting, even though I didn't really like painting. And this also led to, some social awkwardness, some social anxiety, because I wouldn't really know what to say. I'd be thinking about, okay, what am I gonna say next? I have to ask this question. I have to ask this comment. I don't really know what to say. And another thing is, I also wouldn't really be interested sometimes in just talking to people, and because I know that I would have to listen to them. I was like, okay, man, I don't really want to listen to what this person has to say. I'm not really interested in. I don't really want to go talk. It's gonna take a lot of emotional energy out of me. It's gonna kind of burn me out. After NoFap, after these 30 days, I found myself, it's a lot easier to engage in these conversations. I'm actually genuinely interested in what people have to say. I'm no longer faking or forcing myself to listen to them talk about, themselves for maybe 10, 20 minutes. If they want to talk about painting, I find myself genuinely interested in painting. It's no longer taking a lot of emotional energy because I'm not using my willpower. I'm not sort of like deliberately forcing myself. I'm just doing it because I want to. So for example, about a week ago, I was walking my dog, and usually I never talk to strangers other than saying like, hey, hello, good morning, waving, smile. But on this occasion, I saw a woman was walking her dog. I just sort of went up to her and I was like, hey, how old's your dog? Or like, you have a beautiful dog. And I just started talking to her about the dog. I didn't plan on this. I didn't force myself, oh man, I have to go talk to this person. Like, I'm gonna go talk to this person. It was sort of a natural, genuine desire. I just felt like doing it, and the conversation was not awkward. I didn't feel anxious because I was genuinely not thinking about what to say. So everything that was flowing was just natural, and it's just genuine. And I had that natural desire just to meet people, talk to people, and listen. Most importantly, just listen about what they have to say. And that was one huge benefit. A second benefit I experienced is I enjoy the little things in life a lot more. So sights, nature, colors are a lot more vibrant. Food tastes better. Things have more texture to them, and they're like richer, and music sounds better. It's sort of like I was in this shroud of darkness. Someone put earplugs in me. I didn't have the right prescription glasses. So I had a stuffy nose maybe, and I had like gloves, little tiny gloves on. And sort of after these 30 days, it's like someone has lifted the shroud off, no longer stuffy nose. I got the right prescription sunglasses. Everything is just clearer, more vibrant, and it's just more beautiful. So sometimes a little bit overpowering as well. I'll give you an example. So every day I look out my same window in my room, and there's some trees in there, and it just looks like trees. Around day 20, around there, 21, I remember looking outside at these trees that I see every day. But in this instance, I remember thinking to myself, man, these are some really beautiful trees. The green was really vibrant. The textures, the light, the shadows, everything was just so full and rich. And I just thought to myself, this is really beautiful. Like just the wind blowing, the leaves, the color. Yeah, it was just so beautiful to me. I don't know how to explain it. And then another experience I had was, I remember I was just listening to music. So I always just listen to lo-fi. That's just kind of my go-to music. And I was just listening to it. And one time I just thought to myself, man, this sounds really good. This music sound was just sounded better, even though it was the same thing. I was able to immerse myself, the sound waves. I was just really feeling the music. a very strange experience. And all these little things, so those are just a couple examples, but everything just feels better, looks better, smells a little bit better. You know, I was smelling flowers. I never smell flowers. I've never smelled a flower in my entire life. And yet I found myself, I had like a dog nose. I could smell this. It was really, really enlightening. I just felt like I was experiencing things for the first time. Is this really how life should be felt like? It was just very, very surprising in a good way. And the third benefit I experienced from NoFap, and I think this was the most impactful benefit in these 30 days, the most powerful benefit for me, is burning and consistent motivation and desire to live life. So when I was in high school, I was in college and career class, and my teacher, Mr. N, he was talking to the whole class, and he asked us, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to major in college? And he also suggested that we pursue something we're passionate about. And I remember thinking to myself and being very confused and very lost. I don't really have a passion. I'm not passionate about anything. I'm passionate about video games. I'm passionate about watching YouTube, relaxing, hanging out with my friends. But even that stuff, I wasn't that passionate about it. That was just something I like to do. I was sort of thought there was something wrong with me because I lacked passion. I thought I didn't have ambition and drive. I was just on autopilot mode. I don't want to make it seem that like I had zero desire to do anything. I was able to get good grades. I was able to go to the gym. I was able to improve myself sometimes, and in the dating world as well, and do things. But it would always be up and down and inconsistent. And my level of passion was never very high. It was always like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. But after these 30 days, my passion and my desire to just live life and do things is like a 10 out of 10. Pretty much today, yesterday, consistently too. I wake up, I want to do things. I have goals set for myself. I make goals. I don't like just waste my time anymore. I use my time with purpose. I use my time of what do I want to accomplish? And it's not even I'm forcing myself to do this. This is just natural. I'm not really burning a lot of energy. All right, go to the gym. All right, meditate, journal, focus, read, do reading. I'm now reading books and doing all these things because I want to actually do it, because I actually want to read, because I actually want to meditate. Like all of these things that I now have is from this burning desire and motivation that's just natural. It's not conjured up. It's just sort of coming to me. And I'm not trying to do it. It's just there. I think that for me is the most powerful benefit. So in conclusion, these were 3 benefits that I experienced going on NoFap for 30 days. I'm gonna see how long I can go on this for. And finally, I wanna say, I'm not trying to convince you guys or tell you guys how to live. Hopefully in this video, this was able to share some information. And ultimately, I think everybody should do their own research. Make the decision that's best for your life. What's gonna work for me might not work for you. I definitely encourage people to experience it for themselves. Go try it, go do your own research. Look up statistics or other people's experience. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll end with one of my favorite quotes by Joseph B. Worthland. Desire. Burning desire is basic to achieving anything beyond the ordinary. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.